Hey guys, welcome back to more Persona 5. And in this episode, we're going to go further into King Kamoshida's castle and hopefully get closer to stealing the treasure. But before we do that, we gotta talk about what's coming up next. So, we check out our map. There's a really big room coming up. And when there's a big room, there's gonna be a big boss. So keep that in mind. Now, for the most part, we're doing pretty good on item management. We currently have 4 ways to refill our SP. That's great, but we also have some medicine we've yet to use. Let's use that for Ryuji to top him off. Now I'm going to talk about AI manipulation. So, the Persona games, they have great AI, but right now we're going to exploit it a little bit just to ensure our victory in this next fight. So, our strongest Persona, Succubus, right? She's great. We love her. But now we're going to equip our Sen, because he's currently our lowest level Persona. This is going to trick the AI into giving us a little bit of freedom, and the game's gonna think, okay, this guy sucks, can't level his Persona, I'm gonna go for Ryuji, at least on my game save. Now this is why I highly recommend you save your game before going into this next fight, because if you lose, you'll know, like, what pattern it's going to follow, and then you can abuse it from there. Now that we have that information, let's continue on, and god dang, I just gotta say, how am I getting so unlucky with life stones? It is ridiculous. I've been hitting a majority. Okay, we got devil's fruit. That's basically the same thing, but I've been hitting pretty much every chest I can recall, and never mind. All right, I guess I don't have any room to complain. Guess that shut me up pretty fast. I guess the game wants to keep me happy, but anyways, let's come in this area and hold on, Joker. What's up? Oh gosh, this place is big. Yeah, there are no guards. That seems suspicious. But the treasure's up ahead, right? I don't got a choice but to keep going. Yeah, you got a point, Ryuji. I guess that's true. We need to make sure we're ready for whatever might be ahead. What do you think, Joker? Should we continue onward? Well, yeah, we kind of have to, right? Let's go. And yeah, if you're not prepared, just make sure you're ready and all healed up, because this isn't super... Oh my god, it's the gym. Wait, was that the gym? Did you not hear me on? I just said that. Come on, it's like 2 seconds ago, and I get it. This gym's some kind of holy place to him. He's a god there. Yeah, but outside of that, he's kind of just a normal guy, right? Just slightly better at volleyball than everyone else. Can't believe he can think like that. Especially after what he did to Shiho. God, he makes me sick. Just you wait, Kamoshida. I see. So you're the ones who tampered with the library. It seems my time waiting here has paid off. What the... Oh, hi there. Just as that ape said, this place is a holy ground for our great King Kamoshida. It is preposterous for miscreants like yourself to come waltzing in like this. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do about it, Oh. It's an Archangel. You will pay for foolishly defying King Kamoshida with your lives. Yes! Yes, we're gonna die! I knew this would happen. Well, I don't have a choice. Let's take it down. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard, but yes, we gotta battle the Archangel before we can continue, and the second the fight starts, he's gonna charge.
Look, he's trying to do something. It's important to guard if you think you're in danger.
If you know you're gonna take a ton of damage next turn, it's not a bad idea to guard. Doing so will reduce the damage you're dealt, and might even cover your weaknesses and reduce the chances status effects will hit you. So all around, you're not going to use it in every battle, but guarding is not something you should forget. So now that we know what the AI is going to do, we're going to change our Persona to a physical attacking one, since this guy doesn't really have too many weaknesses, and a lot of bosses in Persona 5 actually don't. So this is why physical attacks are key. Now, we're not going to go crazy here. We're actually going to guard with Ryuji, since I know the boss is going to attack him. With everyone else, though, we're free to attack as we wish. And for some reason, even though he has wings, isn't resistant to that doesn't make much sense, but whatever. And sadly, he resists fire and status effects, so we're not going to get a lot from Addy. Okay, that hit a lot. Crud. Okay, but he's not charged up. So now we're free to attack as we wish. Let's lunge with Kelpie, doing pretty good damage, but the real damage is going to come from Ryuji. God dang, 92. That's an absolute ton at this stage. We're going to attack with Morgana, and now we need to be careful, because once he gets low on HP, he will go for a move called Varja Blast, which hits everybody for serious damage. So I'm actually going to block on everybody. Ryuji is still at an amount of HP where he can survive one more physical attack, so we just got to be careful. This is what the game is trying to tell you, and okay, actually went for the main character. That's actually pretty good for us, but basically, the enemy's charging, you might as well guard. There's not a lot of, like, ways around that, unless you have a persona that can reflect it after all, but we'll get that a little bit later. The boss is almost down for the count.
There's no way he can finish this all off in one turn.
Get him on! Oh man, just barely. I was really hoping to get the left. I swear, on is so powerful in this game, but I don't know, this dungeon hasn't been a great way to show it off, but yeah, we knocked him out. Joker took a lot of damage though, but we can heal through that. And nice, we beat him. And no one got knocked out, so everyone shared EXP. Not bad at all, but yeah, seriously, this is Holy Land? What's up with that? And whew, didn't realize these things could be that tough. Yeah, looks like he's making a concrete effort to stop us now. Joker, I helped you learn a few different things so far, but there's no more time for lessons. I've compiled some info you'll need to know for battle, so be sure to take a look later. And yeah, I'm just gonna tell you guys about that stuff. Ailments, technical attacks, shadow personalities, we'll all get to that in due time, but for right now, we gotta move because the shadows are back, and crap, more of them! What should we do? Head back? No, the treasure's definitely up ahead. There has to be a path to it somewhere. Let's look around, Joker. Yeah, let's do that in a second. Okay, really jerk move, Atlas, because the second the boss fight is over, these shadows can just straight up jump you. That is kind of mean, not gonna lie, but whatever. We beat the boss. Now all we gotta do is... Alright, we should be good right now. Make a break for it. Head back to the safe room, save our game, and figure out how we want to heal. So, usually when I do this boss, he uses the Varja Blast, which is only slightly stronger than the Baja Blast, but whatever. But since Joker only got hit, I think I'm just gonna use some of Ann's SP and have her heal up Ryuji and Akira. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, we're still doing good on SP recovery items. We're pretty much all at half, but still very manageable. But still, despite that, I'm just gonna make a safety save real quick, just to be on the safe side. And I can't say it enough. Save your game. You'll thank me later. And now that we've taken care of that, it's time to figure out how to progress onwards. So, this room is giant, and there's a lot to it, but I'm just gonna tell you the, like, Cliff Notes version of it. Yeah, we basically just want to get near these couches, and please, don't be a jerk. Come on, dude. Come on. The second I come over here, he decides to, whatever, alright, we'll work around that. Basically, we need to go up those boxes, because that's how we continue, and man, I love the dialogue they gave Shadows. I'm actually gonna teleport to this, like, group of boxes, and yeah, we should be fine. Basically, come up to this, hold down the X button to get up it quickly, and you're good. Now you don't have to worry about shadows. Now, there are a couple of treasure chests in this area, which we might as well talk about. One of which I think you should go for, because it's pretty low risk, and the other you probably shouldn't get to unless you're, like, doing really good on HP recovery, etc. But this chest is pretty risk-free. Might as well pick it up. We got a grimy gear? That stuff is disgusting. You should get it cleaned somewhere. Anywhere. Wait, wasn't there a coin laundry near LeBlanc? Oh yeah, there was. Huh. Every time I hear coin laundry, I always think, when I would ask my mom, who needs to wash coins? They're just money. It's like, I'm such a dumb kid. Anyways, this is the other chest. The second we get near it, a shadow's gonna jump us, so keep that in mind. Personally, I don't like going for it, since you're just gonna waste more of your, like, SP, etc. to take down the shadow, so just know it's there. If you're at all curious, though, the item isn't really worth your time. Sometimes, just gotta ignore chests, so you don't die. Greed can sometimes be the death of you, and okay, we gotta, like, hustle on this part. And, alright, move right here. And should move right past me. Perfect. Alright, so the second that happens, we're gonna get right here. Oh my gosh, we got really good RNG. That can be a really tough area, and it tries to bait you into going into that room, which has a shadow in it, and I do not want to do that. So, all around, we're getting pretty lucky with the shadow placement, but that could all change. And oh yeah, there's a chest down here, but it's not really worth it since it has a lock, and we already used our one lock pick. I just wanted to show you it had a lock. So, if you're at all curious about that, that's what's down there. I recommend the chest that I open though, since SP is so hard to come by. But enough talking about SP. We're almost at the roof. Holy crap, we're getting close to the treasure. I can almost taste it. But Kamoshida's aware of that. And he's not gonna let us get away with that, but hey, take a look at that! Oh, that matches up with the map. There's no doubt that's the tower we're headed for. So the treasure's up there! Heck yeah, we did it! So where's the entrance? All the way over there. All the way up there? Yeah. And that's not the half of it. Yeah, there's really strong shadows here. Ugh, not again. It's no surprise that security would be tied up here.
Let's go.
But as they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's go, Joker. Alright, crap. And yeah, this looks pretty darn intimidating, but here's the thing. They give us so much cover, we can basically just go where we please as long as we're patient enough. However, if you don't have access to Bufu, these next couple of fights can really suck, like, a lot. But we're gonna try our best. Now, here's the issue. There's two shadows here, right? And if they're really close to each other, they're going to basically join up. It's like pair up. They're gonna fight together, and we don't want that. So ambush the one really close to this wall, and you should be fine. But since we still have access, and I might as well do this. I don't know why I don't just have it automatically go to Selkie, but whatever. Automatically go to Selkie, but whatever. These guys, still weak to ice. We have that in spades. Not really, we just have the one, but should knock them down and then make for a really easy all-out attack. We're still not the level to where we can recruit Bareth, so that's the best we can do, really. And I'm really, really hoping that the shadow right next to it is not going to join in, because if a shadow joins in like that, cross your fingers. Oh my god, no. Okay, that's fine. We can work around that. It's just a couple more Bareth, and we still have a way to recover. So, Bareth are completely resistant to bullets, but the Pixie are not, so let's get him with Morgana. Nice. Unfortunately, can't really do much past that. I still don't want to waste Garu. Let's just go for a normal attack. Joker, we have a... Oh my gosh, no, please. Oh my god, Ryuji. That's my boy. Okay. So this is the really tricky part. I've yet to find like a really good technique for getting past all these shadows unscathed, but if you have Silky, you should be okay. Another all-out attack. Let's get him. And man, we're gonna actually get a ton of EXP for doing this. It kind of sucks because I'm not on Succubus, but whatever. And it's gonna go for us again. Oh man, he did a ton to on. Alright. We're just gonna have to make do. Get in there, Ryuji. Kick his... Nice. God, it is... I highly recommend you give that strength item to Ryuji, because not only does that affect his persona, it also affects his normal attacks, and we got to level 8. Not bad. My goal is to get to level 10, but the second this fight ends, we gotta hustle and get up this wall. So, right over here next to these, like, gym things you can climb up, there's a little chest down there, but I don't really care about that, since there's literally one right over here, too. New to candle stand. Neat. So, holding X here can be a little bit dangerous. As you progress over here, if you hold X, you'll just drop down all the way, which is really, really bad. But, yeah. God, I've been waiting for this. Seriously, there's never been anything this sick in a Persona game. And man, I hope it's just all up from here, because just scaling this castle like this in the night, god dang. This is like everything I wanted out of Persona 5, and now that I get to experience it, god, I'm so thankful. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm probably gonna have dreams about this for a while. I don't know why. Games I'm really attached to, I have dreams about. Like, not really playing, but like I would be like scaling that in my dream. And I'm looking forward to that, because it might happen. God dang. Alright, so anyways, enough of me saying, I dream of Persona. Let's head inside the tower. So, everything up to this part, it's been a cakewalk. I hate to break it to you, but this is the real challenge. And what's going on? This distortion's getting stronger. That treasure has to be nearby. Yeah, it really is. But before we worry about that, we probably should open up the shortcut. Great decorating, Kamoshida. God dang. This guy's so weird. Anyways, there's a little bit of a shortcut, which I just want to show off because it's cool. And, huh? What's this? A goddamn shortcut! Which, we gotta talk. You gotta listen to me. I mean, I understand. I'm just the commentator and you're inside the video game, but when I say something, you can't repeat it. You ain't a parrot. But anyway, I don't know what I'm going on about. This isn't super helpful, but I might as well show it. And, hey, where are we? We're in the hidden room. Dud. Can I? Yes, I can. Man, we're getting really lucky. We haven't got too many duds, actually. So there's a couple chests in here. They have a decent chance of giving life stones. And we got an onyx. That's actually not bad. But there's something pretty different. Ooh. That's a strange picture. What the heck? This is disgusting! Either way, it's kind of strange that this would be at a dead end. Or is it? Yeah, this takes us back to the beginning. It's pretty handy if you want to get back to the entrance and, God, I love that. So sick. Oh, this looks familiar. It's the entrance hall. Have you already forgotten? I didn't realize we were end up here.
You notice?
Hey, look. There used to be tons of soldiers wandering around, but I don't see any of them now. Yeah, I guess they're all in the tower now, but yeah. This lets you just get back to the lobby if you want to go to the Velvet Room, but there's a safe room inside the tower, so I don't really know why it exists. It just kind of does. And is there really nothing over here? I guess there isn't, but I want to warn you. There's another lift, and it'll take you down to a chest with a bead, but you're going to get ambushed to get that. Not a fair trade-off in my book, so I'm just going to ignore it. But if that sounds helpful to you, go for it. The enemy is just another bear, if I remember correctly. I think it actually varies, kind of thing. Yeah, it does. So just watch out for that. Just throwing that out there. I didn't know that the first time. It kind of scared the crap out of me. And then I might have got close to gaming over, but I didn't. Because I was on easy. Because I was on the Japanese version back. Anyways, now that we got that taken care of, it's time to talk about the tower itself. So, man, things are getting close quarters fast. Like, legit. Avoiding persona, or shadows in this case, is going to be very, very difficult. But we still have to do it in... Oh... Hi there, ladies. Say hello to my gun. Yeah, the succubus are weak to bullets, which a lot of enemies don't have, but we definitely do. So let's go for an all-out attack. Since we already have this persona, no reason not to. We could get an item from it, but it's not super helpful. I'd rather just get the EXP at this stage. My goal is still to get to level 10, and man, I love how this place looks. So stinking cool. The cognitive distortion, which is something we'll talk about in a later date, makes a pretty cool appearance here. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, Morg, or Mona, got a level. And another chest that needs a lockpick. God dang. It's such a tease, man, because unless you spend like a ton... Oh man, we got super lucky. Give me that true self. You're not going to be able to get all the chests in here. Also, yeah, the boss we literally just fought is now a normal enemy. Welcome to SMT. Alright. Let's go for Garu. This time, though, he does have a weakness that we can exploit, and we might as well... Nah, there's no reason to go for Dormina. Dormina can also help because you can combo that with Ryuji's physical attack to make it technical. Basically, that's how it works. Like, you use a status, and then you can, like, capitalize on it. But I don't really feel like doing that, so instead we're gonna go for Zio, and then just spam all-out attack, since two of our characters have access to that move. And since this thing's level 16, god dang, it's gonna be really tanky, but it's also gonna give us an absolute ton of EXP, so it's well worth it to do this. And since it's a shadow, you kinda have to. I mean, it's really hard to get around these ones here in the tower, since it's really close quarters, and bada bing! I just said bada bing, whatever. I'm happy, I'm having a lot of fun, and dang, 47 EXP, bam! Level 8. Nice, and we're pretty close to level 9, I imagine, too, but still got a long way to go. Now, once you beat that guy, if you even do, you might as well knock this out right now and just not get that treasure, but get this pathway opened up. It's gonna save you a little bit of headache in the future, and man, I feel, this is so nostalgic for me, dude. I hate to talk about, like, other games where we're playing, like, Persona 5, the game I've been talking about for, like, years now. But this just takes me back to when I used to do Zelda walkthroughs. God. Good times, man. Anyways, yeah, it's a nice spot for a safe room. I love that. Yet again, we're just gonna save to minimize the risk that we game over. And how are we doing on... yeah, On took a little bit of a beating there. Let's go ahead and use some more of our SP. We might as well just go ahead and use the soda items, since they're just lying around, right? They only recover 10, but like I said before, 10 can be an absolute, like, godsend at this stage of the game. So, Akira still doesn't have a lot of his SP, but that's okay. We can use the Snuff Soul or the Chewing Soul to get all that back, so no reason to worry, but yeah. Gonna safety save, and then resume our exploration of the tower. And alright, now that's out of the way, It's time to investigate the tower, and man, this place is tricky for a variety of reasons. First off, the shadows are all extremely powerful, and the other thing is that, well, the tower's very tiny, and the floors are very close quarters, so it's a giant pain in the butt. Kinda like these statues, and I like how this covers actually those, like, things they use in, like, Japanese schools during gym time. I don't know. Very nice touch, but yeah, we can get past these two guys really, really easily. Shouldn't take you any problem at all, but that one with the giant glowing red aura, it's probably going to be a little bit on the tricky side, but I want to get all the chests in this room, so I'm going to try and just do that. This one isn't locked. It's a relax gel too. Doesn't have too many practical uses right now, but hey, it's a free item, and alright. I think the shadow... Did the shadow disappear? Yeah, it did. So we need to activate these stairs, because that could slow you down potentially. Yeah, I guess he's gone. His dot's not on the map, so hey, great. I don't know how I made him disappear, but we get some baptismal water. That can get rid of the stat increases of shadows, and please just let me get by. I'm gonna go for it. Oh man. Okay, I should have waited for that. But hey, it worked out. So I just saw my moment and went for it. But anyways, now that we're past that room, we're pretty much home free. Thank goodness, because this tower, so god. Yeah, there's scythes. Whoa, that was close. Wait, what is this? It's a classic security measure. My tail might be in danger if we're trying to force our way through. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Oh yeah, same for panthers. So what do we do? There's no way we're getting through here as is. Yeah, be kind of risky. I mean, I think I could make it, but with the spikes down there, god dang, Ryuji, you're close, but it's best not to risk it. But maybe the statue has something to do with it. Hey, look. Yo, think the controls of those swinging things? Maybe. Be weird if it didn't. Oh. There's no reaction. Well, crud. I'm out of ideas. I don't think it'd be that easy. We probably need some kind of key for it. Yeah. I gotta look for a key again. What a pain in the butt. Where would it be, though? There aren't any suspicious rooms on the way here. Yeah, it's kind of tiny. What do you think, Joker? Maybe it's on a shadow, perhaps?
Indeed.
That probably would be the most likely scenario. An enemy? You mean one of them shadows? That's Roman dude, how many of them do you think there are? We gotta beat the crap out of all of them. I didn't say all that, Ryuji. The key is for this tower. So it'd have to be on one of the shadows around here. On top of that, it'd have to be a relatively high-ranking one. Oh yeah, that would make sense. And we just need to look for the shadows like that and defeat them. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. Let's do this, Joker. We need to find the shadow with that key. Okay. So, yeah, things are not as simple as just getting to this pendulum room, but the second you see that exchange of dialogue, there will be... I got that one too, okay. Really don't want to miss a chest, but there will be a few shadows that have spawned, and I really... I don't think there's a way around this guy from this angle. I could go the other way around, but now there's the other Alright. I'm just gonna attack him. I'm gonna waste a little bit of my SP. We have the snuff soul, we can get that back. So, get out of my way, Shadow. And yeah, that one was just another encounter with Bareth, and there was also some Pixie that were like healing him up, but it wasn't so bad. So, now a golden shadow will spawn, and this is the one we want to take down because he has the key. But before we do, I need to recover my main character's SP, because this specific shadow is going to be weak to an element that only Ryuji and my main character has, and Eligo is back, boys! So, unlike the war-hungry cavalry, unlike his battle with Ryuji, now he is fully weak to Zeo attacks, and I kind of like that because it makes sense. Sometimes figuring out the weaknesses of shadows is a little difficult, but this time around, you know, he has armor, and that's like not very conductive, so we blow him up, you know, that makes sense. So, between Ryuji and if you fuse Succubus with Agathion, or actually, how did I fuse? Oh no, I fused him with Pixie. Yeah, I think. You should be able to take this guy down really easily. It should only take you one turn, and we got the Randy Right Eye. Okay. Cool, what the heck does that mean? Guess it's helpful though.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Shadow did have something. What the heck is this, an eye? Ugh.
Oh, I just figured it out. This must be how we stop those scythes. Oh yeah, now think about it, the statue didn't have eyes.
And all the other ones did, right?
How much grosser can he get?
So this is gonna stop those things, huh?
Well, we'll need one more.
Let's go.
Another guard captain probably has it. Let's try checking the other floors, Joker. Heck yeah. So, one down, one more to go. And I need to make sure I'm actually on Succubus. Okay, I am. So, having high agility at the start of a battle determines who will go first. And I just wanted to be my main character just to minimize any potential mess-ups. But I'm going to use the safe room in the next area to like minimize our chance of failure. Because, yeah, it's a little bit trickier on the second one. And crap! They're all high-ranking soldiers! What do we gotta beat them all? That would work, but there should only be one actual guard captain among them.
Joker.
Do you have any eye? Oh yeah, we can use third eye and tell which one's the real one.
I think you of all people should have the skills to figure out which one is real.
Yeah, just use third eye. It's the one that doesn't have the red aura. Pretty simple, but those red aura shadows are actually pretty tough too. But like I said before, no reason not to do it. It's time to save scum. Because my strategy for taking down this guard captain is a little finicky. Basically, I need to have both of the guards out here be facing the wall. I don't know why they'd even be facing the wall. And then when the other guy passes around... Okay, sweet. We actually got it. Just ambush him. It's pretty much going to work. There's not a lot of cover in this area, so you just have to be a little bit patient. And he should eventually turn around like that. But yeah, same battle as before. Some people complain that Atlas, like, reuses bosses a lot and turns them into normal enemies. Personally, I think it's really cool. It makes you feel like you're actually progressing. You know, it's like, dang, this guy used to be the hardest boss ever. Now he's fighting 3 of them at the same time. Like, I don't know. I always really liked that. In fact, I always love games where you can just recruit the bosses or, like, use them on your team. Like, it's just such a cool concept. That also makes you feel like you're progressing, too. But, yeah, provided none of your characters miss, Elagor should go down for the count. And if he doesn't, man, he has a move called Double Fang, and oh, sweet, level 9, dang. Means we're 2 levels away from our next skill on most of our party, but he has a move, Twin Fang, or Double Fang, I don't remember what it's called in this game, and oh, sweet, we got Tarukaja. It hurts, that's all I'm trying to say, and god dang, Ryuji's really close to Headbutt, but he can only learn 4 moves. Which one should he forget? No. Okay. That's a really strong attack, and I want to get that, so Tarukaja, not bad, but he lost for left eye. Sweet! We got both that guy's eyes. Let's stop those swinging things. Yeah, might as well get to it. But here's the problem. Getting away... Oh my gosh. That was really good. Getting away from this area can also be tricky. And okay, we got the Menacing Owlman, or Andra, another demon for us to take down. And they're weak to fire attacks. And this is actually another demon. And I find it kind of strange how Kamoshida has both angels, demons, incubus, succubus, all at his command. It's a very cool, like, level, you know? And there's even some pixies and some folklore, like, characters in there. All around, pretty great. And I don't think we've seen Ons. Oh, yeah, we... So stinking cool. I think I love Ons, like, one of the most. Just, like, all the sneakers and just lips. It's so... Oh, crap! Oh, God! Okay, that was really lucky. All right. Now that just happened, I'm gonna meet you guys back up in the scythe room. Okay, see if this works. We have both eyes now. Try putting them in, Joker. Just imagine like legitimately like human eyes, and Joker's just holding them like kind of daintily, because they're very gross. But yes, now that we have both of the keys, let's go. They're gonna stop, and we can get across now. Yeah, but be careful though. I really don't want you to miss this chest and. Ugh, God. Is that a little overkill, man? Scythes and spikes? Then again, Kamoshida can kind of just go where he pleases here. And don't miss this chest. Soul Drop, very good pickup in my eyes. And, jeez. Believe it or not, though, we're still not done. We still have a couple enemies to knock out. And I believe these two should... Yeah, Andras again. I eventually do want to recruit these demons, but unfortunately we're not a high enough level yet. So I'm going to have to save some SP. Oh my gosh, I missed. On. That's kind of funny to say. to try and get these guys at a later date. We could just overpower them and like get a crit or something to make them join us, but I find that to be really unreliable because high crit weapons are very scarce usually in Persona games, and I love that so much. The first time I actually saw her do that, or just this thing in general, I thought it was like the enemies were nosebleeding, not just like dying, but like they were. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyway. Now that I've seen that, I can never unsee it. There's still a couple more treasures, though, to get on this side of the castle, but believe it or not, we're almost done here inside of Kamoshida's castle. But we still got one last obstacle, quotation marks, and it's actually in this room with the statues of Kamoshida, which will always follow you no matter where you go. That is very creepy, and you may not understand how to actually get anything done here till you come up to this and, Huh. You are gravely mistaken if you think stairs will appear whenever you like. The heck? So, this guy's stopping them, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Hi there, and okay, I'm just gonna like use some, I know I just said I need to save On's SP, but I'm just gonna make sure we're topped up. So I don't wanna lose to this guy, but who the heck are you? Treasure's near here. That thing's protecting this place, it must be strong. Are you ready, Joker?
I guess.
This majestic tower penetrating the sky represents the most admirable King Kamoshida's most sacred place. His junk is nowhere for children like yourselves. Prepare for punishment. What kind of selfish reasoning is that? The only one who needs to be punished is, oh my gosh. It's coming! That's right, the channel mascot is back. And the Torn King of Desire is not to be messed around with. He has amazing vigor, and yeah, he's resistant to a lot of attacks, and oh no, he's looking at On. Crap, man. Yo, just... You don't even know if he's single yet. That's all I'm saying. Try and take her to dinner for... Anyways. Let's not beat around the bush. Slime Mara here is highly susceptible to physical attack. Oh my god, I got a crit. Okay, that's GG. Your mileage may vary, but how I like to do this battle is just use lunge on Ryuji and hopefully your main character. Keep trying to hit him and what, you're healing already? Alright, then oh, I just noticed the white stuff at the top of its head. It's like mold. Oh my gosh, that's so gross, but... We're missing, oh my gosh, no, we're missing like way too much. This is not good. This shadow has insanely strong, oh my gosh, he wasted 2 turns. Okay, never mind, but it has insanely strong physical attacks. So I recommend guarding on since he or she, believe it or not, this demon's gender is sometimes in question despite what it resembles. It's gonna target On a lot. Might go for physical attacks, you need a guard with her, but hey, you might get lucky like I did and just kind of wipe the floor with him. If you get under half, chances are he's gonna try and heal. We can keep moving now, yeah. I'm so done with this play. Don't blame you, and hang in there, Panther. We're almost at the treasure, yeah. Believe it or not, this is like pretty much our last obstacle. There's one more shadow, and man, I love these so much. Just these cool staircases. I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of piano keys. Oh, that'd be so cool for it to... Okay, let's hold off on our ideas for Persona 6 and just beat Persona 5 right now. But yes, this is the final room of the palace. I know, there's been a couple episodes in here, but believe it or not, we're done. There's no more palace left. It's just the treasure room, and... Oh yeah, I forgot there was an underground passage. Can we still go back there? I don't know if we can, but... Oh man, come on. I was hoping that'd be something good. There's one last shadow, and I want to steal this too. Oh, sweet, okay. Treasures aren't really super important, but I might as well grab everyone I can, but... Once we get past this guy, we're pretty much home free, so hopefully I'll have the SP to take down this last shadow. Hopefully it's not an Archangel. Okay, sweet. We lucked out. Nice. Now, let's take down... I might as well waste the bullets, since we're pretty much done here. Once you get to this area... You can waste all your resources. It doesn't matter. You pat yourself on the back. If you did this all in one day and made it here, good job. If it took you 2 days, hey, that's not so bad. If it took you 12 days, what? Were you watching these videos? That's all. Anyways, I might as well get some more EXP on Selkie. Yeah, just all out attack him again. You're gonna see me all out attacking a lot since, yeah, it's kind of like a main mechanic of the game, and I don't think I'll ever get tired of this. I'm so happy they added this. I feel like it was a last-minute decision. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was, but God, it's so stinking nice. So now I can pick up this chest, another relax gel, without any qualms. And guys, that's pretty much it. The first palace of Persona 5 has been conquered. Now, I know what you're thinking. Should I go back and heal up now? But here's the thing. You really don't want to do that. We'll discuss why in the next episode. And speaking of the next episode, I kind of need to take care of a couple things. I need to grind up some yen, get some more crafting materials, and also need to recruit some other persona. Because like Mona said, the palace is going to disappear once we steal that treasure. And that's exactly what we're going to do in the next episode of Persona 5, guys. We're going to steal Kamoshida's heart at long last. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.